it's two really different things, writing a standalone cabaret song and writing a song in a show. It's something that we actually learned about some from Lynn Ahrens, who
and Stephen Flaherty,
who wrote
Rocky,
and have written a lot of musicals. They were mentors of ours for a year-long program in New York City when
and
we
still
first,
are, and still
yeah,
are.
but they were for a year-long program when we first moved to the city, and we one thing that Lynn pointed out to us is that we were trying to do a lot in our songs. It was like they would start this one place and tell a whole story, and then by the end of the song it would be a totally different thing.
She talked about it going from A to Z, and it told an entire, the entire alphabet. It encompassed too much almost.
Right.
And in a cabaret song, you have to start at one place and end at a completely
because
different place.
you're creating a world and a story all in one song. Whereas what we needed to learn to do was to write a song for a character to have just a little bit of a journey, because they're doing that arc throughout the entire musical. So you can't write that whole arc into it. So
but it's not A to Z, it's A to B.
But it's not as easy as just, okay, well then that's fine. We just don't have to write as much in the song. It's actually sometimes hard to think, okay, I've got to write a song that only moves the character forward maybe this much, but it still has to be a full song, and you have to find
keep the audience interested for 4 minutes.
Right, so it requires more specific and nuanced work for them to sort of sit in that one moment and think, what am I going to do? What's my next decision if the character, and to be able to do that in just 4 minutes, I mean,
that's a challenge in itself.
In one way, it's easier to set up a whole world, do a whole story song in one song. But when you've just got a little bit of dramatic ground to cover, but you need to stretch it over a full song, then you really have to get inside the character's head and think, where would they go next? What would they say next? So they're really different things.